Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are ranking professions in New World based on my experience and opinion. I have covered a wide variety of gathering on the channel, which you're free to go check out in the description. Hit that like and subscribe, and while you're at it, leave a comment down below. So overall, I don't really have a favorite, but I do prefer skinning over the rest. I feel like they all offer something different. New World does a great job of having chemistry between the professions, which each has its purpose and role. There are 5 gathering professions: harvesting, mining, skinning, fishing, and lastly logging. So for this video, we'll go over the ranking I give each profession and why that is, where it excels, and where the drawbacks are. So let's begin. I see skinning as a complementary profession. It's a secondary to your main profession. It levels the quickest, going from level 1 to max in about a couple of hours, mainly due to the ability to aggro NPCs and mass kill and skin in a timely fashion. Also, the gate to the tiers are dependent on the creature's level, not the type of creature. As the majority of other professions, late game mostly consists of material for armor and weapon pieces. However, the tier 5 hides are used in such low quantity that the demand on the market will be limited. As a caveat, depends on the saturation of people doing this profession. But ultimately, the low resource count needed for the late game items and sustainability, I rank this the lowest. Long-term viability of this profession will be dictated by the need for consumables and inherently the meat that skinning provides. But with fishing and harvesting also providing this aspect, it doesn't outweigh them. So it gets position number 5. Logging has one of the best attribute bonuses with 25% chance to drop down a tree in a single swing with the 300 constitution attribute. However, late game and early game feels a bit lacking. Logging late game is very reliant on the housing market. How active it is limits the profession's ability to really shine. Because of this, I had to place it further back in the list. Being reliant on certain mechanics in New World causes too much fluctuation across servers for it to be consistent. Some servers logging will be in high demand, and in others you'll be eating logs for breakfast. Early game with the ability to gather bushes to grab wood for campsites makes logging take another hit. If it had to be derived from a tree, this would have instantly gone up because of this aspect. Everyone will be using campsites. But I found myself 99% of the time just gathering some bushes quickly when I was going to be making a campsite. I will say though, the wood chopping sound is the second best in the game, right behind mining that is. So because of that, we are placing logging in position number 4. Now, I had a hard time debating between fishing and logging for this spot. There were a couple reasons on why fishing outnotched logging. So, the first reason is, the chests you can collect while fishing in late game and equip properly, you can be pulling out tier 5 gems, platinum ingots from these chests. Being a less planned route for these items, but hitting a good quantity of good quality in burst. Gems will be in high demand mid to late game as players play around with gear and attempt at maxing out their potential. Requiring a good source of gems, the tier 5 fish are also a great catch in cooking top tier food items. The attribute bonuses leave a little to be desired, but the fact that there is an actual questline giving gear and experience for completion subtracts from this deficit. Also, fishing is just a fun mechanic and something that I enjoy in real life. Now, this was another hard one. Between mining and harvesting, these are the pillars of New World. Harvesting is great for collection of motes, which will be needed in tuning orbs, again, which in late game can be very sought after. However, with poor sound design basically non-existent, the sheer amount of harvestables makes this profession less desirable. The overall strength of this class is good, just not the best. The progression is solid with constant uses and a wide variety of craftables supplying cooking, arcana, some equipment crafting, and being used in town boards. But the poor sound design and the overwhelmingly amount of items that you can harvest, it just kind of knocks it down for me quite a bit. So they're going to put harvesting in position number 2. Mining will be sought after and probably the most saturated profession. It has the best sound design and it's the most engaging. You can gather as you quest, however, unlike harvesting, you will be mostly doing set runs to gather required resources. You plan to go mining, it's not really a side activity. The resources gathered by mining is used in everything except cooking. So basically from building furniture to making tuning orbs, armor, and weapons, engineering, stone cutting from the gems gathered, and arcana. The tier 5 ores such as orichalcum will be the highest in demand, equaling 7.5% of all ores and equaling about 181 total in the map of Eternum. Because of this and the requirement for being top level, for the first couple of months I see these resources going for a premium. For these reasons, mining is awarded my top position as the best gathering profession in New World. Now, I try to be as non-biased as possible. Personally, I enjoyed skinning the most, but everyone is different. I base everything off of challenge, experience, viability in the endgame, and the saturation of resources. If you want to check out any of my guides I have done for these videos, I suggest going down into the description and select the one that you are looking for. We'll be covering more content with launch, now just a day away. If you are also looking for a company to join, consider us. We are friendly PvX, mature group, and just looking to have some fun. But until next time guys, it was Feb.